Hey, it is Mark Shepard, and it is day 5. Day 5 of the Hypnosis of Money, and we're going to start off doing my daily trading log by checking with Ambis, and that's my son texting me. He's excited. And so, hey, it's Mark Shepard, and honest Okay, so I just had a text with my son. So this morning I texted my son I made $108. And of course now it's more because a couple hours have passed. So I'm just going to text my son. I've got $2,000 in at the moment. And every hour they compound my interest. All right, so hopefully we can have this conversation even though my son is texting me about this very subject. This is exciting shit. My girlfriend, who is highly skeptical of this, she wants to put $100 in at least. And the thing is, put $100 in. Just try it, you know? You got to get yourself some Bitcoin, so there's a process. Check out my videos, my earlier videos, and I'm going to set up a step-by-step do-it-yourself map, and I'll have some kind of a good infographic so you can watch it. But let's just check this out. Okay, so my total profit right now, hopefully before my son texts me back, is, boom, $114.99. And so I have $2,000 in there. Let's just look at the total amount so far. And I didn't put exactly $2,000 in. I put, because I'm converting Bitcoin and stuff, it's hard to get the exact amount, But I got like 900 something in there. And then, but now it is $2,070. So ultimately, this is working. Now, will it work forever? I don't know, right? How long can they sustain this? I don't know. Maybe they say it's all based on trading bots. I kind of believe them because I've heard from some other people who have tried their own kind of do-it-yourself trading bots, and their trading bots do way better. Usually 2 or so % per day. And if you have a whole team of MIT people who know what the hell they're doing, to me, it's a no-brainer, and it's like, I can see how people would want to give me money so that I could grow it for them. Do you know what I mean? Because it's such a hunger in the human mind. But that's where we can also get into trouble, because if it seems too good to be true, sometimes it is. This doesn't, because it's based on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is just beginning. And you can even see this little chart here on this conversion page. Bitcoin is at a pretty major double top here. It's actually a triple top if you look at it closely. But, and triple tops tend to want to pop. It wants to move. Okay, so anyway, that's my Ambis update. As of last night, I think I moved pretty much I converted a bunch of stuff. I had some Dash, I had some Ethereum, I had some Litecoin, and I've pretty much taken all of my different currencies because they're kind of right now in sideways trends. And I feel like I can do better by getting that money into Ambis. And then I'm going to just start doing my dollar cost averaging again with Bitcoin and just buying $20 a day. And I think I mentioned that before, but if you're just watching this video and haven't watched some of the others, check out my other videos. And again, below the video, there will be links to Ambis as well as to Coinbase. And I've got a bunch of other videos that I'm planning on doing. And I did some strategic videos yesterday, so check those out. And let's go to my goldprice.org charts, because there's other charts, obviously, but this is the one that I tend to like. and maybe there are better ones, but this is what's working for me. So this is what I do every day. Of course, I've already done this 3 times because I'm a little obsessive about it at the moment, and my internet is normally faster than this, but it's a little wonky. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin, we have this big top, we have this top, we have this top, right? This is what I call a triple top. And when is the triple top going to pop? When is the triple top going to pop? We don't know. But its movement is up. Look, if I drew a line here, where does this trend, the trend is your friend, where does this trend want to go, right? And if you look at this line over here, this is obviously a natural correction, and Bitcoin had a lot of news and a lot of stuff going on. Let me just get this chart up a little bit more. Okay, so this was the June, and then all of the news started coming out about the hard fork, right? And then here it looked like the hard fork was going to work out okay, and right up here is where I sold most of my Bitcoin because there was so much uncertainty, and it was up, and it was a huge profit for me because I got in starting at 900, right? So the thing is, there's no one thing that you're going to do every day that's going to bring you the big bucks. You got to kind of combine everything. And so because it's in this narrow range, and to me, that looks like it's going to break. It's going to break out because it wants to move. It keeps testing this up thing. And I would have a feeling probably over the weekend or Monday, we're going to see a big move from Bitcoin. And again, it will correct, right? So, I may buy $20 of Bitcoin. I just paid my rent, and I just basically scavenged my bank account to move stuff into Ambis. But I have some money in my PayPal account. I might see if I can move that stuff around, and because I think Bitcoin's going to move. But bottom line, it's been in this, for a couple of weeks now. It's been in this kind of trading range, and all the other currencies are doing it. This is temporary. The minute we get some news, stuff is going to shift, and it's going to shift. And the thing is, I actually kind of like watching the charts without looking at the news first, because I just want to see what's there. And again, this is a spiritual practice of being present with what's going on. And again, I apologize for my internet being so slow. So my son is asking me questions. No, I moved most of my cryptos into Ambis. Boom. All right. So, but the cool thing is, the other piece is that my 32-year-old son and I are kind of doing this. It's a father-son project. It's kind of cool, And my dad is 90, and he's watching these videos, and he's no dummy. He sees that this is viable. Every hour I tell him how much more money I've made. It's pretty cool. So if you haven't checked out Ambis yet, please check it out. Sign up. Use my referral code at the bottom, and watch some of the videos from yesterday, day 4 of my challenge. And I'm going to try to do kind of like 2 things each day. I'm going to do this kind of report, looking at the charts. And since we're on Ethereum, let's go down into the hourlies. You see, it's in a range. It's trading in a range. And unless you're a trading bot, it's a little tricky to make big bucks as an individual trader here. I mean, you can, because here we are in the 30-minute zone. And so Ethereum in the last half hour, get rid of that. Okay, stop texting me. I'm trying to make a video. LOL. Yeah, and he says he feels safer with Ambis, and it's easier. So, but the bottom line is, you gotta buy Bitcoin. So The first step one, set up an account on Coinbase.com. Step two, set up an account at Ambis, right? Now, you can just buy Bitcoin on Coinbase and move it directly to Ambis because Bitcoin has a wallet. The thing is, you just don't want to keep any amount of your Bitcoin on the exchange, all right? So you can save yourself a step. Just buy Bitcoin and immediately send it from your Coinbase account to Ambis, and boom, you're done. And maybe I'll do that later because I can demonstrate that, all right? So we're here on the 30-minute Ethereum chart, and you can see it's trading in a range. These are all the last 30-minute periods, and it went down, and now it's starting to move up. This is a moment when I'd go, okay, there's some momentum up. When I go to these shorter-term charts, it gives me an idea of kind of what the momentum is so that at least I can try to buy at the low of an hour. You know what I mean? Buy low, sell high. So I will try to time it. But the bottom line is if you just want to set it and forget it, go to Coinbase.com and do $20 or $10 or $100 or whatever on a daily, weekly, or monthly recurring basis and just let it run. I, again, like the daily. $20 a day, you know, it forces you to save money. It just takes it out, just like when they take taxes out of your paycheck. You don't notice that you're being robbed, right? But this is, you are taxing yourself. You're tithing from yourself, and then get it into Ambis and let it start working for you, right? And when you feel comfortable with the amount you have in Ambis, then we will start checking out BitConnect and Control Finance, and there's a couple others that I will be exploring now that I've kind of got my Ambis set up and running. And so that's, you know, but the problem is Ambis is so much better than the others that it's like, oh, do I want to put my money in something else? Yes, you do. We want to diversify because, again, this is the Wild West of finance. There's nobody's holding your hand. Nobody's going to give you your money back if this all turns out to be a pipe dream, right? And I like Ambis. You know, they seem to be, you know, they respond to the chat. At least, you know, the first time I hit them up, they were like right there instantly. So there you go. So there's the 1 minute. So the 1 minute's moving, the 30 minutes showing some moving. And again, it's in this range. You're not going to make a ton of money on Ethereum right now, but this is the time to buy if you want to make a ton of money when it makes its next move. But again, if trading daily isn't your thing, I mean, I've done day trading with futures commodities back in the day, and it can be stressful. It can freak you out, and that may not be what works for you. I kind of like it, right? But I'm trying to do a combination of, you know, different risk factors, and I'm trying to keep multiple things happening. So if any one thing doesn't work, you know, it's like, okay, learning. You got to pay tuition. Sometimes we make mistakes in tuition. So Dash, we're now at Dash, and Dash has a much wider trading range, but it's still a trading range. And again, the long-term grooviness is here for Dash. And from what I've read about Dash and from the interviews I've watched, you know, and I'm a total amateur at all this chart crap. But you don't need to have a PhD in this. This is simply human emotion. It's simply a chart of human opinion and human emotion about a market. Right? So Dash is going to make a move soon too, right? I bought some when it kind of came down here, and I've since kind of sold or converted it into Bitcoin and moved it into Ambis. So you got to find your way. So let's go down to the 1 hours. So the 1 hour of Dash and 30 minute of Dash, it's really in a trading range. Look at this. It had a spike up multiple hours ago, and now it's just in and up and down, up and down. But these are these trading bots, right? I would be willing to bet these are the trading bots that are paying me the rewards on Ambis, and I'd rather they do it because they know what the fuck they're doing. Right? You and I are amateurs, but it's still a lot of fun. Still a lot of fun. So we're back to the daily. Let's see. Let's look at Litecoin. And again, this is what I'm just going to do every day. So if you want to learn and watch these daily trading logs every day and just listen to me splattering on. And my son is in my video today. I'm not going to edit that out. I'm going to let you guys. All right, Litecoin. Again, we're in a trading range, but it is moving where? Right? Let's do the longest trend line that we can hear on this chart. Right? It's moving up. But it's not moving up at the same rate it was that was making everybody the big bucks. See, as a trader, you want volatility. As an investor, you want to manage that but benefit from it. As an investor, you want to manage and benefit from it. And that's the tension. The average person wants a sure thing, wants security, doesn't want to risk anything. But it's only the traders who are willing to risk that make the big bucks, but they also lose the big bucks, right? So somewhere you want to be in the middle so that you're cautious and intelligent and yet bold, right? The spoils go to the bold. You don't get anywhere by not doing anything, right? So whatever money you can afford to lose, start doing this process. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I have no licenses. This is just what I'm doing. And if I were you, this is what I would do. And I am me, and this is what I am doing, right? Okay, so I think we've looked at all of these. I'm not really seeing much that I want to do other than I think I want to start doing my daily cost averaging of Bitcoin. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go over to Coinbase and see their Bitcoin chart. You can kind of see that Bitcoin's kind of in a horizontal, and it's helpful to look at different charts. And that's a 1 day. There's a week. So Bitcoin is kind of trading in the middle of its range at the moment. So dollar cost averaging, this might not be the perfect moment to buy something with Bitcoin, but here's this triple top that I keep talking about. It's actually a quadruple top. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. There's a lot of tops. There's a lot of testing. This is going to break out. So you know what? I'm going to get back into buying $20 a day. So let's go up here to buy and sell. And I don't know what this GWT token is, so let me just refresh. Boom. All right, so I'm going to buy Bitcoin, and I'm going to do $20, just like I did to get all this going. Then I'll show you guys. Okay, so I'm going to buy Bitcoin, and I'm going to repeat this buy daily. So $20. Now, there are fees, but you know what? The fees are totally worth it if you can make hundreds and thousands of dollars. Okay, so I just bought $20 worth of Bitcoin. Tomorrow I'll buy $20 of Bitcoin. I'm walking my talk. It's automated now, hands off. I don't need to do another thing. I can just let my money grow, right? But when I have, let's see, $20 times 5. So in 5 days, I'll have $100 of Bitcoin. I can just move that to Ambis every time I have $100. Just move it to Ambis or move it to some of the other programs so that I can begin to diversify and work it. Now, if Bitcoin suddenly jumps up, then when I spend $20, I will just automatically buy less. And if it then crashes or falls down, I'll just automatically buy more, right? That's, for me, getting the human emotion out of it, because we are emotional, our fears come up, blah, blah, blah. And if I lost my $2,000 on Ambis, if I woke up on Monday and Ambis wasn't there, I would be pissed. But, I'd still be able to pay my rent. You know what I mean? Because that is money that I saved $20 a day buying Bitcoin, and then I parlayed into some other coins, and then, took profits, and I did a lot of different things. And so I think it's worth showing you. All right. So hopefully that was helpful. If it is, please subscribe. Please leave a comment below. Please check out some of my other stuff. Get involved. Don't just watch. Start putting some of these ideas into practice in your own way. And I'm not the only person talking about this. Check out some other people. There's a guy named Ryan Berkness. And he's kind of the guy that turned me on to Ambis. He's the only guy that I've heard talk about it. But please remember to use my referral code, because I used his referral code. And so if you watch his videos but then use my referral code, he will benefit as well. All right, because there's all of this. At least I think so. I get all the different programs confused, and each one has a different set of things that make it unique and cool. So that's where we're going to go in the next 100 days. The next 95 days, because we're 5 days into it now. So this is my 100-day challenge. I started basically Monday, the 31st of July, but we'll call it August 1st for ease of calculation. So round about the second week in November, we'll see. Did I really generate $66,000 on Ambis? And when I go to take out all of the profit and spread it out among some other things, what will happen? Will they let me do it, or will they suddenly tell me that, oh no, you didn't read the fine print, you can't have your money back? I don't know. So I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay. Meanwhile, this is more fun than watching movies, because it's interactive. It's more fun than any video game I ever played, because it's kind of real, even though it's kind of still pretend, it's kind of real. So that's it for my trading log for Friday, August 4th. My name is Mark Shepard. I am the Singing Hypnotist, and I am my why. If you haven't figured that out lately, if you haven't heard me say it, because I'll say it over and over again, my why is that I want to raise serious capital so I can record my music, so I can market my music, so I can hire some of the best musicians that I want to play with to come and join me on some music projects. I want to do my next concert. I want to do another big concert in November. I did one last year, and the whole reason I started doing this is because I wanted to raise some money to mix the audio from that concert and to pay my son to edit the video. And so I'm going to actually send him $100 in Bitcoin as payment in advance for editing the next video. So that's it. You'll hear from my son probably. You'll hear how he's doing. My girlfriend is bringing her laptop tonight. She's going to get started doing this. I'll see if I can get my 90-year-old dad to take a little of his money and see if we can get money growing, and support each other. Have a mastermind. Money is simply hypnosis, people. And how we approach it and how we deal with it is all based on what we think is possible. And so let's be wise as serpents, gentle as doves, and as wise and foolish as the king's jester. So that we take everything with a grain of salt, but we test stuff. Let's be scientific. Let's just test things. Test it in your own life. So that's it for now. And make sure, if you haven't checked out some of the videos that I've done the last couple of days, I'm going to do a trading log video every day, and then some of the strategic overview things as well. And check out my music. Check me out on Steemit, blah, 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 honesthypnosis.com, markshepard.com, markshepherdsongs.com. This is all the stuff I'm trying to support with money that doesn't come from a job. All right, that's it. Over and out. Blah, blah, blah. I love talking. I love this. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And I am stopping now.